Okay, everybody, we're just going to cut right to the chase. This is a Boros cycling deck. It's not Jeskai, it's got blue cards, but no blue mana sources. We're not going to worry about ever casting these spells. The name of the game is basically either get a Flourishing Fox, I mean really any creature, but Flourishing Fox is the #1 priority. I would say then the Stinger, and then the Valiant Rescuer, and you just cycle. I think it's very important that you get at least one creature on board. It kind of presents a clock for your opponent. They have to use removal on it. If it dies, it ends up in our graveyard, and that just powers up Zenith Flare, so we're totally fine with that. Not a lot to talk about. This deck's been talked about to death. We're just going to see how it holds up today, and we're going to get on into it. Bolt Thrower. Zoinks. Okay, this is a nice hand. We got a Stinger. I actually prefer him to the Fox. I feel like a lot of people underestimate, the danger of taking 1 damage repeatedly over and over. It kind of creeps up on you. Whereas the Fox, it's obvious, right? There's potentially a massive creature swinging at you every turn. They tend to want to remove that pretty quickly. The Stinger, unless someone has played against this deck before, tends to get left unnoticed. Only 1 mana out, we get to play it. Hate to shock ourselves, but I don't think it matters. We're just looking to race. Would love to get a couple pings in. That's unfortunate. Rescuer comes out. That might actually be more valuable in this matchup. We'll have more things to sack if Nicol Bolas comes out. Unless we can't sack token creatures. Well, that's annoying. I mean, we sack the token if he makes us sack a creature. Do we wait? Let's wait. Damage. His things go on the stack. I'm fairly certain we can react to them. Although he would have to sack his own creature. Sure, let's get rid of this mountain. I think we're fine with 4. Nice. And honestly, discarding cards at this point is only going to help us. Like, cycling is great. It lets us obviously dig through our deck, get cards we can use, but just having these end up in the graveyard means that we still get Zenith Flare. I don't know what you'd call that. They're not counters. But y'all know what I mean. We try to hit a land here so I can discard the land. I can kill Vrankle. Come on, give me a land. Land, land, land. Do I want the land? Do we attempt to kill Vrankle here? I think so. Let's get in for the damage first. We run the risk, though, of possibly having our recruiter sniped off right now. Okay. Here's where it gets tricky. If we blow up the agent or the Vrankle, they block with the agent, we got a clear shot for victory. Okay, if opponent attacks, we have enough for lethal as long as they don't have counter magic. Okay, we're okay with this. Good, and we can remove tokens, so that's nice. If opponent attacks... Actually, we win no matter what. Unless opponent makes us sack a creature. They actually help us here. Nothing. Okay. Don't want to count my eggs before they've hatched, because I've done this wrong before. But no, it looks good. They're tapped out. We have 2 Zenith Flares and a Fox. Let's get in anyway. And rub salt in the wound because we're terrible people. GG. Okay, we go first. Every creature but a fox. I think it's good enough for me. We're gonna get greedy, try to throw out the Stinger first. Or the Rescuer. I guess Rescuer does more damage, right? Is this a mirror? Nope. I'm actually glad we saw that. Maybe we do put out the Stinger first. You know what? No. We'll go Rescuer, because we'll be able to chump block some of this stuff. But now we need to hit a land. Please, please, please. Good. Does he want to sack the doggo? Nope, because honestly, I probably wouldn't care about losing the Rescuer. Land, please. Land. Thank you. Okay, so we're in a pretty solid position. I think this is better than putting out the Rescuer. Maybe not. Although my intention is to do as much damage as possible to opponent. And try to close it out. The Rescuer would help us stall longer. Ooh. This is getting scary. Do I throw everything in anyway? Probably not, right? We have lots of blockers now. Blockers for days. Is this Mardu Winota? Are we about to die next turn? I think it is. I mean, we won't die, but it's gonna look real scary. And we haven't found a Zenith Flare, so we can't clinch the win that way. Yeah, Winota. Okay. Did they... sure. Sure. Right, all of these tap, okay. We could attempt to take out the dogs now. We get 1. That actually causes us to lose a lot of steam by losing the memory leak. Okay, we're just gonna have to eat a whole bunch of this, I think. Oh, maybe not. That worked out basically perfectly. Take out a pupper. Is that not a human? Wonderful. Also wonderful. We need that Zenith Flare, and we need it yesterday. Oh, RNGs has come through for me. So we are going to pray we can just cycle into that Zenith Flare this turn. And like, what I mean by that is we hope we can cycle 4 times. Yeep. Yeep. Can't even see. What is that? Judith, man. Double man. It's crazy, but I really think it's still possible if... Well, that really sucks, though. Oh god, Kenrith. No. Okay. Wow, you can gain 5 life? Yeah, I think we lose. Oh, and I didn't cycle that earlier. Let's block Kenrith. Well, you can give everything trample, right? I think we lose from that. Because I didn't cycle this sooner. And he still gives his creatures trample. And that 5 life puts him, definitely puts him out of range of lethal, even if we hit our Zenith Flare. If this is perfect, we just cycle. I think it still puts us out of lethal. And we missed it. $14. That is not 14. That is 10. Alright, so we get to go first. We get a Stinger and a Fox. God, and 2 go for Bloods? Is it Christmas already? We go Fox. Oh my god, I want to get the Stinger out also. That might be too greedy, and we might end up losing the Fox and the Stinger. That would feel bad. But you know what? That's what the viewers want. They want to see us go for it. So we're gonna go for it. Opponent can't remove both. Probably wants to remove the Fox if they have the option. Thinking about it, I would actually prefer to keep the Stinger. Wow, and I might get to. Let's actually try to get in with the Fox. See what happens. I don't think this deck runs board wipes, right? Anything that runs Gutter Bones is all about getting the board as full as possible. Just give him one more target he has to think about removing. that dinosaur throws a huge wrench in our plans. If it comes out. If it doesn't come out, yeah, that's not good either. But it may end up being a moot point. Let's see, we want to kill that spawn of mayhem. Want to get the tokens out also. So let's try to get in with the fox. If fox gets in, yeah. And we'll save one card to cycle on opponent's turn to get another token with the rescuer. And we'll do a damage. And we'll be able to kill off the spawn of mayhem if we can draw another land next turn. The fox will be a 6/6. We can fight it. Opponent might have an eliminate, and they're probably trying to figure out which target is going to get them the most value. No. They're not going to attack either, probably, I would bet. Sure. I don't think I can fight both of these things. Okay, well. Oh, what do you say? That was nice. We get to go first. 2 foxes. Merry Christmas to us. Now this could be me getting greedy, dropping both, and we lose both. Rather than dropping 1, spending turn 2 to pump it. I just want that efficiency, right? And that's what the viewers want to see. Us making reckless plays for those imaginary internet points. And that's what we're going to do today. I love Go for Blood though. It's ended up turning the game in my favor more times than I can count. So hate to cycle it if I had a choice, but obviously we don't have a choice. Like here's an example of where it's great, right? We still get to pump our creatures. We get to remove very big threat, and we still get in for damage. We would have gotten in for 2 more damage had we cycled it, or maybe 4 more damage, but opponent wasn't going to block. Bad village rights. Yep. Yep. I think we put down the rescuer now. Let's try to find our land. Hopefully there isn't another claim and another village rights. Sad we didn't hit the 4th land drop. If we find it though, an opponent can't get rid of our fox and drop a creature. Yeah, I don't think that's enough. I just don't think that's enough. I mean, we're gonna take out... Oh man, that feels bad. We need that land. We have to get that land. But we're close to Zenith Flare to the face. Nice. Do we wait a turn? Let's try to get in with everything. Drop the healer is a backup blocker. Sure. Oh, we didn't get one for anything. That's okay. Healer comes out. If he's got another claim, we can block our fox. We don't have to worry about cat. And if opponent taps out and cannot sack the food, they need 2 or 3? 2. So we're hoping opponent runs out of open mana here, and they did. Do we block? If we block, we guarantee that we can get in with the Zenith Flare, right? Let's just do that. Opponent's probably... What is the opponent gonna do? I'm always paranoid. These stupid oven decks. Alright, so that's nothing. And game. Alright everyone, welcome back. So let's talk pros and cons. So pros. The deck is very fast. It's pretty consistent for the most part since you're drawing through your deck. Like that's the point of the deck, right? To cycle everything. So you end up with a fairly consistent game. And it's very easy to craft, right? We only have 5 rare wildcards, no mythics. Sacred Foundry and Luris. That's it. Everything else is common and uncommon. Cons. The deck is fairly fragile. We have basically 1 true win con with a couple backups. We're racing towards that Zenith Flare. That's our guaranteed kill switch. If we get matched up with someone that plays Scavenging Ooze or any other kind of graveyard hate, the occasional milling deck with Ashiok, you're kind of out of luck. I mean, you can try to pump the Fox, you get in damage with the Stinger, those aren't nearly as reliable, so it's pretty fragile. And as you saw today, we didn't have a lot of luck, little inconsistent. But all in all, considering how it's not very resource intensive to craft, and it's still got legs if you want to knock out your wins easy in play mode for the day, this is a great deck to do it. Yeah, so all in all, it's fine. I really want to thank you for stopping by. Really appreciate it. If you could hit like, subscribe, ring the bell, all that stuff, it'd really help me out. You can find me at Twitch also. I'm streaming Mondays and Wednesdays for now. That would also really help me out. I'd really appreciate it, and I'd love to talk to all of you. Anyway, thanks guys. I'll see you.